that potentially you prolong the injury recovery by continuing to train. But there's
Right.
a flip side that's like, you may, your fitness may go on this like deep dive off of a cliff. And so
Hmm.
we're kind of weighing those two things where it's like, okay, what's the lesser of those two evils? Like, it's also detrimental if you lose, if you can't ride for a month and you lose all this fitness and then you come back and you have to regain that. Like, maybe it's better to continue to train. And like, if you have this little nag in your knee or whatever, like, as long as it's not like preventing you from like getting better long term,
Right.
like maybe that's the better of those two options. And,
Yeah.
so it's kind of that like,
And
I think, it's kind of that like team decision making versus just like me being kind of the like dictator of treatment of like,
right.
hey, you can't ride your bike or you're never going to get better. Like
Right.
that person's, especially nowadays, like that person's never going to come back. And,
Right.
then potentially they're dealing with this thing for 6 months instead of
Or
like,
or they
6 weeks.
yeah, or they get impatient and they just end up hurting themselves again when they do think they're better. They
100,
start harder and try to get better faster, and it just could lead to
100%.
another injury.
Yep.
So